Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to this year's commencement ceremony. I am honored to welcome our administrators, faculty, family, and friends, as well as the class of 1949. As we gather together today for the graduation of the class of 1999, it is not only a time for looking back on our childhood and our memories together, but also a time for looking forward to our futures. Until now, we have always had our parents, teachers, and other authority figures to guide us through life, holding our hands every step of the way. They laid down rules, instilled moral values, and even waited up when we stayed out too late. They had dreams for us and made important decisions on our behalf. We trusted that they had our best interests at heart. Though over the years, we've not only derived security from our families, but we've also been comforted by familiar faces of friends. Many of us have known each other since kindergarten, and though we may have had changed alliances once or twice over the years, we'll never forget the memories we made. It is now June 13th, 1999, finally, the end of our senior year. Every milestone we reached this year seemed like the last something. We cheered at our last football game, gave our last performance, attended our last practice, finished our last class, and danced at our last dance. We will never again walk the halls of Wadsworth High School as students. However, these events not only marked an end, but a new beginning. Over the years, we've shared many special moments, but now the time has come to follow our individual dreams. From that perspective, our graduation is not a time of sadness. Rather, it is a chance to pursue exciting opportunities and assert our own independence. For the first time, we can make our own choices and set our own limits. Most importantly, we all have the opportunity to take an active part in making our own futures, whether it's attending college, starting a new job, serving our country, or traveling to a distant land. So before I go, I'd like to offer you one last bit of advice. Be responsible, but be ready to take chances. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take life for granted. In the words of poet Amanda Bradley, we all have our own separate pathways to take, our own destinations to choose. We all have our own contributions to make, our own special talents to use. We all have our own kind of life to pursue, our own kind of dreams to be weaving. And we all have the power to make wishes come true as long as we keep on believing. We entered this ceremony as one united senior class, but we will leave as 327 separate individuals. As the saying goes, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Now go out and make it your own. Thank you.
and strong before this day is gone.
This day is fleeting when it slips away, and not all our money can buy back this day. So let us pray that we might be a friend before this day is spent.
Good afternoon. Isn't this great? What a wonderful day we have today. It gives me great pleasure to be able to welcome everyone here today to share in the celebration of the graduation of such a fine senior class. This class has truly earned the respect of this administration and faculty and has left another chapter in the history of Wadsworth High School that will be remembered and talked about forever. Academics is one of the areas in which they have excelled. I would like to call your attention to the first 4 rows. These students make up our honor rows. They have earned at least a 3.5 grade point average all 4 years of high school. Would the honor row students please stand, including those students on stage, and let's give them a round of applause. There are 2 of these honor row students that I would like to recognize today. Would Amanda K. Agard please join me? Amanda has worked very hard over the past 4 years and has earned the honor of salutatorian. Her high school activities include being a 4-year member of our varsity soccer team, 3-year member of our girls basketball team. She was a member of our National Honor Society, served on a Student of the Month selection committee, and was a youth basketball coach. She also was on the principal's excellent roll all 4 years of high school, earned an Ohio High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Award, was chosen by the Beacon Journal as Student of the Week, and a Regional Silver Star student. Amanda also received a Certificate of Achievement from the Ohio Academic Scholarship Program. She did all of this while earning a varsity letter in girls basketball and four varsity letters in soccer. Amanda is here today with her parents Brenda and David Agard. Would you please stand? Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. And also, would her brother Andy please stand? Give him a hand. And the rest of the Agard family that's here today, would you please stand? And let's give them a round of applause. Amanda, I would like to give you this medallion proclaiming your honor as salutatorian, and I ask you to say a few words to your classmates. Congratulations.
When I was first asked to give this speech, I was terrified. Foremost, I'm very shy, and secondly, I could barely pronounce the title salutatorian, let alone present a speech to 1,000 people. However, when Mr. Jones said that the speech should be about the class of '99 and how great it is, it eased my mind. I was no longer scared, but honored, and the speech should be simple to write. But if you know me, you know that nothing is simple. The truth of the matter was that I kept putting the speech off. The days to graduation were flying by, and my speech was not getting any longer. I made up lots of excuses. For instance, I was going to Cedar Point, or I had to work, or it's summertime and I wanted to spend the time with my friends. Whenever my mom and dad got on me about it, I would just say the famous, "I'm still working on it, and I'm almost done." I wondered, what does this mean? Of course, the obvious is that I'm a procrastinator. However, there's a deeper meaning. I didn't want to write it because this speech and this graduation signify the end of high school forever for me. This means that I'm finally done, and this is really the end, the last day of school. High school is only a memory after today. I know the last few weeks of school, everyone, including me, was so happy to get out of here and graduate. But deep inside, I'm tinged with sadness. This is the last time the entire class of '99 will be together. After today, we will go our separate ways. High school has brought us together, and now we must leave. So I made a short list of the things that I would miss about high school. It was longer than I expected, so I'll just list a few. First, that feeling as a freshman that one day I would be a cool senior. Then, knowing as a senior that these freshmen could never be as cool as we were. Also, my not-so-trusty locker, eating lunch every day with my friends, senior study halls, and the jukebox in the commons. I will miss the familiar teachers that I always said hi to in the hallways, the teams I participated on, and the teammates and coaches that became my close friends. Mostly, I will miss the familiarity of high school and the comfort of knowing what my place is when I'm in there, and the structure of knowing what I have to do and when I need to have it done. Finally, I will miss the everyday acquaintances that I only know from school, and of course, my best friends, most of whom I've known since elementary school. These add a little sadness to all the celebrating involved with graduation. All of us will take different memories with us, and I hope you remember your time at Wadsworth High School as a fond experience. Last, I would like to comment on the accomplishments of the class. I'm so proud of you. There's so much courage, talent, leadership, character, and effort involved with this class. The sports teams, the clubs, the band, the vocational programs, and others have all displayed these characteristics and more throughout the years that will add up to success in the future. We finally did it, and we definitely deserve the honor and respect of this day. I know if the past dictates the future at all, overall, our class will be successful in whatever direction the future takes us. The past years have been filled with endings. Ends of quarters, ends of semesters, and ends of sports seasons and school years. But until today, these weren't final. There's always another year or another summer to look forward to. Now it's different. Today's ceremony marks the end of our high school career as students of Wadsworth High School. Congratulations and good luck to all my fellow graduates. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony today. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Amanda will attend Ohio University this fall, and she'll major in engineering. Would Hoi Nam Wong please join me? Hoi Nam is commonly known to everyone as Gina. She has worked very hard over the past 4 years and has earned the honor of valedictorian. Her high school activities include being a 4-year member of the Latin Club, 4-year member of the Speech and Debate Team, 4-year member of the Science Club, 3-year member of SAD, and a 2-year member of the Academic Decathlon and Academic Challenge Team. Gina was also a 2-year member of our National Honor Society. She also held the office of Treasurer in Latin Club, was the co-founder of Robotics Club, and served on a publicity committee for SAD. During this time, Gina also did volunteer work at Barberton Citizens Hospital and has been an active member of the Girl Scouts of America since 1992. With all these activities, Gina was still able to excel academically. After earning an A in AP Calculus her freshman year, Gina went on to receive certificates of excellence in science and mathematics from the Cleveland Technical Society Council. She also received certificates of distinction for scoring at least 100 on the America High School mathematics examination 3 out of the 4 years that she attended high school. She also received certificates of commendation from the Ohio Council of Teachers of Mathematics for extraordinary accomplishments in various mathematics contests. She was top scorer in her class all 4 years on the Ohio Mathematics League's test. She received superior rating for a science project displayed at Mohican District Science Fair. She placed 7th in the entire state of Ohio on the Ohio Test of Scholastic Achievement in first-year chemistry. And she placed in numerous categories at the State Latin Convention, including Best of Show in Dramatic Interpretation and Maximum Cum Laude on the National Latin Exam. Gina also received the Beacon Journal Star Student Silver Award, and she's a National Merit Scholar. Gina is here today with her parents, B and Cam Wong. Would you please stand? Also, would her brother La and her sister Gigi please stand? There are 2 special families that the Wongs would like to recognize. Would Mr. and Mrs. Leggett and Dr. and Mrs. McCarthy please stand? These 2 families helped the Wongs when they first moved to America and get settled in Wadsworth, and they're very appreciative. Let's give them a round of applause. And how about the rest of the Wong family members that are here today? Would you please stand? We got other people here? Sure, stand up. Thank you. I'm sure all of you are proud to know you contributed greatly to Gina's success, and I'm sure she's appreciative too. Gina, I would like to give you this medallion proclaiming your honor as valedictorian, and I would like you to say a few words to your classmates. Congratulations.
Administrators, faculty, honored guests, families, and the class of 1999. Most people think of commencement as the end. For us, the class of 99, it's the end of high school, the end of running from class to class at the ring of a bell, the end of being at school at 7:45 in the morning, the end of walking through halls smelling popcorn or nail polish remover or whatever the biology students are dissecting, the end of writing senior comp papers for Ms. Rohr, the end of doing Gerald Walker's and Mr. Varner's physics class, the end of playing Jeopardy, the end of doing geometry proofs and mathematical induction, the end of hearing Mr. Horaceberger sing everyone's name, the end of seeing Senora Mateos dressed as a chili pepper for Halloween, and the end of so many other stories and memories. However, the dictionary defines commencement as a beginning, a start. So, what's commencement the beginning of? Commencement is the beginning of our individual journeys to find our future. Now, we must forge our own way, follow our own path. I would like to read Shel Silverstein's This Bridge, a poem that describes our journey. This bridge will only take you halfway there to those mysterious lands you long to see, through gypsy camps and swirling Arab fairs and moonlit woods where unicorns run free. So come and walk a while with me and share the twisting trails and wondrous worlds I've known. But this bridge will only take you halfway there. The last few steps you'll have to take alone. Shel Silverstein's poem alludes to twisting trails and wondrous worlds. For some, our path leads to college. For others, it leads to the military, trade school, or the workforce. Whichever path we choose, now is the time for us to cross our bridge, follow our path, and discover our future. Remember everything that our friends, families, and teachers have done for us. Our friends were always willing to help in any way. They listened, offered sympathy, and tried to cheer us up when we were down. They were always there when we needed them, ready to help in any way they could. Our parents have raised us for 18 long years, teaching us how to walk, talk, and basically take care of ourselves. They've watched us take our first tentative steps out into the world, picked us up whenever we fell down, and encouraged us when we were afraid to go on. Our parents have supported us and cheered us on for our entire lives. Our teachers have given us knowledge and the tools to survive in the world. They have taught us the basics, but they've gone further than that. They taught us how to learn. They've taught us how to think and how to voice our thoughts. They taught us how to forge our own path and go for our dreams. The last few steps we'll have to take alone. Now is a time to forge our paths. However, following our own path is sometimes difficult. There will be many hardships along the way. There's a Vietnamese proverb that says, "The road is hard, not because a river or a mountain is in the way, but because people are afraid to cross." The river or mountain is not what stops the people. If they try, they can find a way to cross that river or mountain. What does stop the people is the fear of trying to cross. Instead of trying, some simply turn around and go back. Many of us are afraid. We don't know what the future will bring. Some of us will want to turn around and stay in the safety and security of the known path. We fear leaving behind our family, our friends, and our high school. We fear being the lost little freshman, or the new recruit, or the new employee instead of being the confident senior. We fear trying and failing. There are so many things to fear. However, if we just go ahead and try our best, we can cross that river or mountain. We won't fail because the only failure is not trying. If we try our best, we can do almost anything. I would like everyone to remember the importance of your friends, family, and teachers, but also the principals, counselors, administration, and Mr. Parsons. They're the ones who've helped us find our paths and supported us every step of the way. Thank them for all the help and support they've given, and repay them in kind by helping and supporting them. Good luck, and best wishes to the class of 1999.
Thank you very much, Gina. Gina will attend Case Western Reserve, and she'll major in pre-med. Would the two ladies please stand again? They are very fine representatives of our school. Let's give them one round of applause.
When you are a soldier, I will be your shield. I will go with you into the battlefield. And when the arrows start to fly, and take my hand and hold on tight. And I will be your shield, 'cause I know how it feels when you are a soldier. When you're tired from running, I will cheer you on. Look beside you and you'll see you're not alone. And when your strength is all but gone, I'll carry you until you're strong. And I will be your shield, 'cause I know how it feels when you're a soldier. I will be the one you can cry your song to, and my eyes will share your tears. I'll be your friend if you win or if you're defeated. Whenever you need me, I will be here. When you're lost in darkness, I will hold the light. I will help you find your way through the night. And I'll remind you of the truth and keep the flame alive in you. And I will be your shield, 'cause I know how it feels when you are a soldier. And I will be your shield, 'cause I know how it feels when you are a soldier.
For the past year, 4 families, along with Wadsworth High School, have had the distinct honor and pleasure of hosting this year's foreign exchange students. This year's exchange students represent a wide range of nationalities and backgrounds, and they all share genuinely special experiences this year. When I call the names of the students and their host families, I would like to ask them to stand and be recognized, please. Our first student is Lucia Alban from Ecuador, and her parents are Bob and Katie Titus. Could I have them stand up, please? Lucia's favorite classes this year were history and drafting, and her favorite thing about school were the football games and the after-game dances. Our next student is Luciano Ramajo from Argentina, and her parents are Saad and Annette Senura. I got to know Luciana this year because she sat behind me in my Spanish 4 class, and she occasionally helped me out with some of my work, just every once in a while. The next one is Damien Dudois from France, and his parents are Dan and Beth Bowman. I also had the pleasure of getting to know Damien this year in my second period analysis class, where he showed what an intelligent and kind young man he truly is. I was serious. And our final one is Alexander Zorner from Germany, and his parents are Craig and Michelle Boyd. His favorite subject this year was physics, and he enjoyed being involved in all the activities at the school. On behalf of Wadsworth High School, I would like to thank Lucia, Luciana, Damien, and Alexander for participating in this wonderful program. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. I, too, would like to say good luck to our foreign exchange students. We hope you had a memorable experience at Wadsworth High School and will serve as ambassadors not only for our school but our country as you return to your native land. We'll never forget you. I also have the privilege of introducing the class of 1949. That year, 149ers graduated from Central High School. Their senior class cabinet consisted of John Plum as president, Roger Bishop, vice president, Suzanne Reimer as secretary-treasurer, Norma Conrad as girl representative, and Carl Ty as boy representative, and their advisor was Mrs. Hildebrand. The 49ers' memories included football and basketball games, homecoming queen, sweetheart dance, junior-senior plays, final exams, statements for pupils with grades over 90, formal and the prom, water pistols, shame on you guys, senior kid party, and a hog wrestle. Straight out of the yearbook. Their class motto was, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step." Their class flower was the red rose. Their colors were green and white. The principal was O.J. Work. There are also a few members of the class of 49 present today that have relatives in today's graduating class, and I'll ask them to stand. Would Kathleen Alcorn Maple please stand? And great niece Crystal Marie Farnsworth please stand. Would Lavera F. Fargo please stand? Nephew Brian Graves, niece Sarah Jean Few, niece Coriel Lewis please stand. Would Jean McGill please stand? Granddaughter Stephanie Marie McGill please stand. Stephanie, has Granddad spoken to you about his nickname in high school? Yes? No? Well, if he hasn't, ask him. I would mention it today, but this program's rated G. So, really, it's not that bad, but definitely ask him. Would Mike Strong please stand? And great niece Hallie Detweiler please stand. Would Irene Few Myers and Elsie Taylor Kilmer please stand? They're the great aunt and aunt of Sarah Jean Few and Carl Steve Few. Please stand. Would the entire class, you guys look great too, believe me, would the entire class of 1949 please stand for one big round of applause? And now, as we approach the moment you've been waiting for, I would ask members of the audience to please respect this great moment for your loved ones. We want to be able to hear each and every student's name, make sure they are properly recognized without interruption or embarrassment. So please refrain from throwing things, applauding, or yelling as each student gets their diploma. Would Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Charles Parsons, please come forward? Mr. Parsons, I would like to present to you today a class we are very proud of, and a class that is very talented. A class that has served as great role models for our school and left a very fine legacy for other classes to follow. It is a class that I personally took great pleasure in watching them grow and develop into fine young men and women. Mr. Parsons, I can assure you that each and every one of these students has met the graduation requirements set forth by our Board of Education and the State of Ohio. I now present to you the class of 1999.
Amanda and Gina, congratulations. In the class of 1949, welcome home. And I'm sure you can vouch for the fact that for students to be successful, they have to have a strong family, they have to have great teachers, and strong administrators. And before accepting the class of 1999, I would like to recognize two individuals because they're sort of graduating today too. At the back of the auditorium is Miss Ann Rohr. Would you please stand, Ann? At the Recognition Day Assembly, I shared that Ms. Rohr is the finest composition teacher I have ever met, and while these students struggled and perhaps at times were less than appreciative as their paper was due, I can guarantee you that next year they will sing her praises. I would also like to recognize Mr. Ron Jones. He's retiring this year as high school principal, and as the class of 1999 can attest, Mr. Jones cares for them, he's fought for them, and he's listened to them. And I would ask that you would please give him a round of applause as a form of thank you. And finally, to the seniors who are about to graduate, it has been my pleasure to watch many of you grow up. I've watched you learn to play soccer, learn to read, learn to play football, excel in basketball, excel in music, excel in so many wonderful ways. But most of all, it's been my pleasure to know you because I believe you are individuals of character, and I'm sure that you'll make a significant contribution to our world. And because I have been assured by Mr. Jones that all of you have met the graduation requirements as prescribed by the state of Ohio and by the Wadsworth Board of Education, I would ask each of you to please prepare to receive your diplomas. Congratulations.
Kristen Elaine Poihonen. Brian Charles B. Miller. Amanda K. Agard. Gina Hoinam Wong. Rachel Renee Anderson. Renee Ellen Bagby. Carrie Lee Bauman. John Joseph Bellinger. Paul David Bernsdorf. Stacy L. Bowl. Derek G. Bodie. April Michelle Boyer. Susan Nicole Karras. Jeffrey S. Cerveny. Kristen Elizabeth Chatlin. Megan Ann Clifford. Benjamin Wayne Collins. Lisa Diane Collins. Sarah Beth Critchfield. Lindsay Ann Davis. Jennifer Ellen Dent. Laura Marie DeSauzy. Carolyn Beth Eaton. Crystal Marie Farnsworth. Jessica Array Foreman. Joshua Aaron Franks. Tiffany Marie Frazee. Ryan Mitchell Gosser. Amanda Joy Gott. Allison Lee Gregory. Megan Lynn Guthrie. Sarah Elizabeth Haig. Lynn Halm. Lisa Marie Hamilton. Catherine Jane Hanlon. Kristen Michelle Hanna. Crystal Dawn Hart. Jeffrey William Henke. Brian D. Heskamp. Kristen Lynn Hicks. David Kenneth Hogue. Jonathan H. Holko. Hiroko Hana. Aaron Richard Hopkins. Marcia Ann Houston. Ryan Hughes. Bradley S. Hunsaker. Elisa Seuss Inman. Jason William Jury. Vanessa Marie Kalai. Young Ji Kim. Lawrence Frank Klein III. Jessica Kimberly Koche. Daniel D. Kreider. Hallie Lang. Jennifer Kathleen Luton. Katie Michelle Longfield. Kate Elizabeth Lyron. Jason M. Marshall. Luke Thomas Martin. Timothy Shane McCammon. Catherine Elizabeth McCormick. Katie Ann McDermott. Christina Lynn McKenzie. Lauren Renee Mink. Melissa Marie Mogileski. Matthew John Moeller. Heather Allison Moeller. Kelly Lynn Napower. Elizabeth Ann Orr. Gregory Allen Osterland. Kristen Marie Palsick. Joseph Michael Patrick. Stephanie Renee Perry. Daniela Marie Piscatello. Jill Christine Petter. Anne Marie Porchowski. Amanda Ray Presto. Laura Michelle Ray. Robert Blake Rowe. Douglas Patrick Ryan. Lisa Ann Sargent. Michael S. Sayer. Rebecca Ann Schleyer. Iris Bell Schrimpf. Ashley Adrienne Sr. Catherine Villette Salou. Mary C. Seriak. Andrew Michael Schell. Alex John Stoldrayer. Andrew John Svensson. Melissa Ann Warner. Erin Lynn Watkins. Matthew Jason Weldon. Matthew L. West. Patrick Lauren Williams. Tammy Renee Wise. Jennifer Lynn Wood. Lucia Beatriz Albin. Damian Doulard. Maria Luciana Ramajo. Alexander Zorner.
Tony Josie Amodio. Chad Anderson. Brian James Antel. Ian Lennon White Bailey. Stephen Paul Baisden. Daniel Jeffrey Baldwin. Shannon R. Barr. Robert William Balser III. Jonathan A. Bellack. Andrew C. Bendel. Brent Dylan Bishop. Brian James Bishop II. Daniel A. Bittinger II. Elizabeth Black. Jacqueline Marie Braley. Jennifer M. Braley. Brian Anthony Bryce. Scott Lyle Bricky. Patricia Sue Brogan. Adam Dale Brown. Franklin W. Burkhart. Tyson R. Burrows. Dennis Joshua Busen. Randall B. Booterbaugh. Jeremy Lawrence Butai. Kathleen Megan Burns. Amanda Lynn Kane. Jeremiah Scott Campbell. Angela Marie Carpenter. Brandon Jacob Carr. Thomas Peter Chaconis II. Whitney Dawn Chapman. Rhonda Lynn Clark. Aaron A. Cool. Gabriel Michael Catrufo. Jennifer Catherine Couch. Michael David Culp. Nathan Monroe Daniels. Andrew T. Davis. Dawn Rochelle Davis. Jessie Rebecca Daw. Brittany Michelle Day. Jessica Marie Deal. Eric Michael Decker. Jennifer Ann Demeter. Philip M. DeMont. Hallie Monica Detweiler. Ginger Nicole Dickinson. Chris J. Diefendorf. Ray Ann Dorner. Angeline Nicole Edmister. Brian William Evans. Melissa Christine Evans.
Nathan William Faber. Sarah J. Few. Stephen Carl Few. Ryan B. Finn. Angelic Rose Gomez Fisher. Brittany Nicole Fisher. Stephen J. Foro. Philip Christopher Frazier. Allison B. Frederick. William C. Gerbig. Matt P. Gibson. Michael B. Gibson. Sarah Michelle Gillespie. Joseph David Golden. Misty Ann Gowan. Brian L. Graves. Abigail Lee Gurich. Michael David Hall. Heather Lynn Hamilton. Sarah E. Hansen. Melissa Lynn Hansen. Jared Harris. Stephen Allen Hartley. Douglas J. Hartman. Maria Lee Hartman. Judy Lynn Hartzler. Betty Marie Hatala. Lori Michelle Hilton. Timothy Wilson Himmelwright. Brandon Joseph Hines. Jeremiah S. Hodges. Dawn Renee Hoskins. Ashley Dawn Houston. Sharon Rose Hutchko. Jason Allen Into. J. Thomas Jenkins. Hillary Lynn Johnson. Sarah Nicole Johnson. Jason Eric Cash. Stephen E. Kaufman. Christina Marie Keel. Jeffrey Daniel Keenan. Daniel J. Kiger. Laura Michelle Kelling. Brandy Nicole Kimball. Aaron R. King. Joseph R. Klisch. Mark Anthony Kulsar. Frank L. Kulo. James Michael Kuzmic. David W. Lance. Anthony James Loreen. Michelle Lee Leach. Nancy Leatherman. Casey L. Lukowitz. Coriel Lane Lewis.
Joel L. Likely. Jason R. Long. Jill Kristen Lorenz. Christopher James Match. Daryl John Motter. Christopher Lloyd Maxwell. Leslie Aaron McCanna. Ryan Taylor McFarland. Stephanie Marie McGill. Elizabeth Ann McGregor. Jenny Teresa Megger. Cameron Miller. Robert Lee Roy Miller. Jason Evan Moore. Daniel E. Marino. Catherine Diane Moreland. Richard Ryan Morris. Mark Allen Morrison. Stephen James Morrison. Brad A. Moser. Brian Lee Moser. Jessica Lee Mosier. McKenna Sharice Mullins. Elizabeth Ann Nixon. Ryan Lloyd Obreza. Kimberly Ann Orr. Bruce Ostra. Sarah Marie Otanikar. Andrew T. Owen. Brian Parsons. Joshua Patterson. Paul Edward Patton. Andrew William Pearson. Sarah Marie Perry. Katie Lynn Pfeiffer. Gavin C. Pinto. Jackie Elaine Putt. Patricia Lynn Queen. Serena Anna Raybold. Shauna Ann Rediger. Christopher Michael Reed. Amy Elizabeth Richards. Angela Marie Writing. Jacqueline Rude. Tricia Ann Rude. Scott Allen Rooks. Amy Michelle Ryan. Angel Dion Ryland.
Okay. Jacob William Sadoff. Ryan A. Samowski. Timothy Shane Savage. John Robert Schnell. Elaine R. Schrengauer. Paige C. Schrock IV. Samantha K. Shun. Andrea L. Scott. Jennifer Hollis Seaman. Michael Anthony Cefaro. Denny Allen Sharp. Robert Raymond Siffert. Christy Michelle Smith. Justin T. Smith. Sarah Elizabeth Smith. Timothy M. Smith. Ty A. Smith. Carlos Lee Soto. Eric Michael Sperber. David R. Spaljeric. Jacqueline Louise Sprankle. Rodney Eugene Stackhouse, Jr. Holly Lynn Steele. Amber May Stillman. Michael Stillman. Heather Lee Stonebreaker. Stephanie L. Stout. Aaron Michael Strong. Brian Christopher Strong. Shauna Elisa Stubblefield. Brian E. Sweet. Teresa Ann Tanner. Troy Joseph Takasik. Lisa Marie Terrell. Joseph H. Teeter. Megan Lee Turner. Brandy E. Tyree. Heather Renee Aldrich. Michael D. Underwood. Tiffany A. Van Duzer. Stephen Christopher Vetter. Chris S. Vickers. Caitlin Jane Vugis. Erin Nicole Warner. Rachel Maria Waters. Sean M. Waters. Heidi Marie Wan. Lisa Marie Weaver. Christopher David Weckbacher. Brandon Weldy. Philip R. Wendland. Catherine Diane Wygant. Katie Diane Wiles. Jamie Lee Wilhite. Timothy David Wilkinson. Gregory Scott Winterstein, Jr. Robert Aaron Wise. Ty C. Wolf. Richard Romaine Wood. Joshua David Wozni. Regine Amy Yarger. Jeremy D. Young. Amy Hope Zawacki. Lee Anthony Zelenek. Anna Maria Zulia.
Before Kristen dismisses the class of 1999, I would like those in the back, please clear the entrance so we can properly dismiss to the commons on both sides. And please, I ask members of the audience not to stop the students to take pictures. Wait till everyone exits the gym. We have the courtyard set up. You can take some formal pictures there and also come back into the gymnasium here and take pictures as well. All yours.
Congratulations, class of 1999. Please stand.